Good morning, guys. Leslie and Ski Breakers. Oh. Gemma, what are you doing? I let the goats out last night. Well, Jason let them out yesterday afternoon. And Gemma didn't want to go back in her pen. So I guess she hung out with the big dogs all night. Pooped on my deck. Knocked some stuff over. I'm sure your big dogs had some part in knocking stuff over, huh? Yeah. Well, I came out this morning and apparently I left my camera somewhere. I think I had it in my back pocket and it must have fallen out at some point. And I found Abel carrying it around this morning. Good morning, bud. Hi, Doodles. So, luckily it's still working. He really didn't destroy it. He chewed on the stand a little bit, tripod, but it's fine. The only piece I haven't found yet is the mic cover for my case. Not a huge deal. Sure I'll find it eventually. Put my stuff down and take a quick walk. Are you talking to me, Stu? Yeah. Come on. So, not a whole lot to do today. I'm going to do my morning chores, milk the goats, my usual. I am just milking once a day now. But we are going to come around and weigh the dolings. I'm going to see what these guys weigh. Some of them are larger. Maybe we can breed them this year. I don't know if the biggest 3 or 4 will make the cut or not. I usually like to wait until they're a year and a half so that they freshen the first time around 2, but some of them are really big. And we will weigh all these guys, see if they're wide enough. I have a feeling, I've got them all on my list on who I'd like to breed them with. But I have a feeling that several of them are not going to be big enough. Maybe, probably not, maybe, should be, probably not, should be. What else we got in here? Questionable, hopefully, should be. Yeah. So, after chores and milking, that's my plan for the day. Oh, I was going to say all the turkeys are where they belong, but there's at least one over here. And I don't know if I showed you guys yesterday or not. I told you I was going to get this cleaned out and ready. But we have a Pawnee and Classy with Obi. Obi got a haircut and he's looking good. Huh, bud? I love clipping the boys. Oof! Well, yeah. You're gonna jump up there so I can't see it. The wrinkles in the neck. I think I showed you guys yesterday taking him off the stand and putting him in here with the ladies, but Tommy got a haircut too. Huh? He's not impressed. Pig, how you doing? Pig. Not looking so great. She did get... She's been up and over here because she's laid here. She's made a mess in this. She got antibiotics and some other meds yesterday. Hey! Oh! Oh, pig. I don't know what to do. She's worse off than she was yesterday. Whoa, she's upright. Okay. She's gonna get some more antibiotics today. It's all right. Good girl. She was doing so good. Yeah, you were doing so good. Now you're going backwards. Now you're going backwards. How come? It's not good. Oh. Okay, I know. Your medicine is part of my morning chores. You're not quite due for it yet. I gotta give you about another hour or two. Oh, there's 2 turkeys in here. You guys are troublemakers. Stu, you don't belong in here. Back up. Okay. I'm going to do my chores. Turkeys. Come on, guys. I think the bees are still a little bit angry. Some of them must still think they belong over here. Still several flying around. I don't want to get too close, but they are using that entrance. And they are still flying around this. And they're not super happy, so we're going to leave them be while they get used to it. Okay. Feed the birds, feed the pigs, milk the goats. That's the plan for this morning. And then weighing. Not able. Yeah? He was a good boy. Except for you were eating this thing this morning, huh? Must have fallen out of my pocket. Was you just bringing it back to me? Where's my mic cover? Alright guys, well, it's been a couple days and I never did pick the camera back up. So I was going to let you guys know my list, rewrote my clipboard, on who was large enough from the yearlings to be bred, who was close, and then I never did put 2 more frames back in that beehive, so I'm going to try to get that done today. I have to put new foundation in a couple of them. Good morning, ladies. Hi, little ladies. And we're going to go take a look at our piglet. She's had a couple more days of meds. Hi, ladies. Put my stuff down in here real quick. Foxy, you sound a little hoarse. Well, you made a beeline for it in here, huh, Skittles? And we did have multiple people interested in wethers from the sandwich fair. Hi, girls. And I have someone coming just over a week. A week? Yeah. Just over a week to come get 3 wethers. So, let's look at my list here. I have Kringla down here, which is Karma's doeling from last year. Is close. She's not quite to weight, high slash, and she's almost wide enough, so she's a question mark. She will, if she is big enough by like towards our last breedings, she'll be bred. If she's not, we'll wait. Who else? Biscotti here is not big enough. Slash is a wether. No breeding for you. S'more here, the little chocolate girl from Wisconsin, is almost wide enough and almost to weight, so she'll be like Kringla if she's made weight and width by the end of our breedings. And a little black and white girl here, Mellow. Oh, there she goes. Hey. Let's see if we can get her a little closer here. What, Slash, can you stop pushing that in my way? Penelope, you're not big enough. This one here, she is big enough and wide enough for sure, so she will be bred. No breeding for you. What else did we have in here? Samoa is close, but I don't think she'll be big enough even by the end of our breedings. Fig is Moscato's, and she is wide enough and almost to weight, so I think she'll be ready. Can't hardly see her, but Bud Milano over there, she is wide enough and almost to weight. Her and Fig are the same weight. Sangria's girls, this is Snickerdoodle, and down here is Spritz. Are not wide enough and not heavy enough. Who else? Maple. Where? Oh, you snuck over here on me, Maple. Can't hardly see her in the shadow. But Maple is of weight and wide enough, so she'll be ready. So I have 1, 2, I can't hardly read my paper here. Let's see. There you go, ladies. Hi, Maple. So there are 4 in this pen that are 100% ready to be bred, and 3 in this pen that are questionable. We'll see what they weigh at the end of the breeding season. And then our kids this year, I had 4 that I thought possibly, actually probably 5 that I thought possibly. So Rolo back here, Honey right here, and Spree were the ones that I figured were probably pretty close. And then Tootsie and Kit Kat were the ones I was kind of questioning, but they are still pretty small when you compare them to like Spree. So Rolo back here, Apani's doe, is almost to weight and she is wide enough. So maybe by the end of our breeding season, we'll see, because she's wide enough. She's only a couple pounds off, so I think she's a good possibility to breed this year. And Honey, right here, she heard her name, is almost wide enough and a few pounds underweight. And then Spree is just a couple pounds, couple pounds shy and almost wide enough. So these 2 questionable. This one, good possibility. I don't usually like to breed them to fresh them when they're yearlings, but if they're big enough, I might as well if they're growing well. So that's where we're at with these guys. And then, let's see, I wanted to show you guys this piglet. She's had, I think we're 2 days going on 3 days. Hi, Pig. Since we started another round of medicine. I know. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? You spilled your water. Whoops. And you spilled your feed all over the ground. So we'll get you some fresh stuff. Where'd you go? I know, I'm splashing it. Just a minute. Get your pan. Silly, don't drink it off the ground. She made a mess with her food. So since the last time you guys saw her, she's had 2 more doses of her meds. Last time, I think, I have to look at my paperwork, if she had 2 or 3 rounds. So we're going to continue an extra 2 or 3 doses and hopefully completely get her past it this time. Huh. Yeah. So you can go back with your brothers and sisters. Oh, turkeys. What am I going to do with you? 2 of you in here again, huh? Just trying to count and decide how many roosters we got out of this batch. So these are hens. Lighter combs, different tail feathers. There's a hen over there by the water. Definitely rooster. See a darker, larger comb in the tail feathers. Pretty sure there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's walking over there. 6. Excuse me. This one has rooster-like tail feathers, but not a big dark comb. Doesn't have the saddle feathers though. So we'll have to take a look. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's about 6, maybe 7 of them in here. But it's hard to tell when they're all moving around. What, Pig? What do you think? Yeah. Let's take a look at our turkeys. Again, I think there's probably at least 5 toms in here. Not sure which ones are in this pen. This one looks like he's... What do you got going on here? Is that your beard coming? Don't peck me. Yeah. That one's got dark beard feathers or whatever they call them. to look at the rest of the... So do you, huh? No. Hey, that's my camera. All right. Every day is like a scavenger hunt, coming back to find these pigs. Sometimes they're up close. Sometimes they're all the way at the back corner on the other side of the ravine. Usually Freya is a lot further out than Eldred. Actually, see one right there. Looks like Freya. Yep. Hi, Freya. Where's your sister? Usually you're out further than she is. I think Freya's gonna make her... Yep, she's gonna make her way back up. I didn't put feed pans out yet. That Duroc eats quite a bit of it if they're not up close, so by the time they get up there. Eldred, where you at? Pig? Well, the cows are up there. Pig! Oh, I hear her. There she is. Oh, let's see. I can't see her on the camera. Right there, maybe? Pig! Nope. Right there. It's kind of small, hard to see. Pig! There she is. Oh, guys are making a mess out of this, huh? This is that drain tile that we put in that runs along the fence between the hayfield. Hi! I don't need your mud. Come on. Between the hayfield and our fence line. You guys are enjoying that, huh? Okay. Back up to feed the pigs, I suppose. When I bought the property, there was this deer stand here. I'm thinking about using it as a swarm trap area for the bees. I'm not sure if it's close enough to the edge of the woods or not that they would find it, but in the spring putting a swarm trap up there. Oh, I need to get this picked up. The cows just keep spreading it, stomping on it further and further. But it's right there, so I think it's open enough that the bees would find it. I think it's at a good height for them. So, alright, I'm gonna go feed these pigs and move on with the next chores. out here. Spread you guys out a little bit. No, you eat there at your pan. Hi big boys, little boys. I would really like to get the rest of these guys clipped before the temp drops. I don't know if we'll get there. It'll help. A lot of times over winter they get some form of lice or anything just from their bedding and whatnot. And when you clip them, that's the easiest way to get rid of them. Oh, you boys. I always treat them in the spring, but I treat them so many times and it just kind of becomes a resistance. So when the bucks came back, Renegade here came home and has had some icky diarrhea, so I've been treating him, but he's getting a little bit thin, so I think we're going to have to do a little bit more supportive care. Everybody else seems to be doing okay. Let's see, the weather's, oh, you can't see him, he's on the other side of Huckleberry over there. So this little boy, hey, quit picking on the little guys. Anyway, this little Latte's little boy over here, Sangria's got a little boy over there, and then Trinity's little boy that keeps escaping are the three weathers that they are going to be taking in about a week or so. Jason told me last night he wants to put kind of a feeder and a gate here and just make like a 16 by, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, down to like this third post and come across. So it's 32 plus a almost full panel, I think, here. I don't think this one, maybe it is a full panel. Probably about 3 panels worth that way, a panel across, and then come back down, so that we could use it to separate for breeding pens, but we want to put these little boys in there. The big boys are kind of beaten on them, and one good hit and they could hurt them. So that's the little guy there, and that little one over there. Alright, I tried to record feeding the horses for you guys a couple weeks ago, but I come back and the camera had shut off. So I took the horses down to the neighbors the other day. We had the equine dentist come out, and instead of having her come house to house, we went a few houses down the road and had her do their teeth there. Oh, excuse you, Simon. So majority of the time horses' teeth don't line up correctly, so as they wear down they get sharp points, and then they can get ulcers in their cheeks and not be able to eat well, things like that. So usually once a year we have their teeth floated, and the vet that I was using for horses retired a couple of years ago, so they didn't get their teeth done last year. So I'm hoping that they will eat a little bit better now, and help them hold a little bit of weight. They like to spill stuff everywhere anyway, but I can't hang their buckets because they like to play with them and they destroy them. We had to quit using plastic buckets because they would smash them. So they now get rubber buckets, and when they get bored they pick them up and play keep away, and I suppose catch. They pick them up and fling them around, but the others always fail to actually catch them. So there's our sunflowers that the goats planted from their feed. This one and the one behind it have single heads on them. This one, I'm not even sure I can count how many it has. This one's got a bunch on it as well. And our friend Zach came and cut hay yesterday. Our place, the neighbors, and another neighbor just down the road that lets us bale. So hopefully it's warm and dry enough the next few days that they can come and rake it and bale it for us. Then I think where the pigs were over here before, there's a bunch of weeds and a bunch of seeds and pumpkins and all kinds of things that the pigs had planted. So I'm gonna let them, probably fence them out there and let them eat all that stuff down again. Well, that's it, guys. Have a good day. See ya on the next one.